Welcome to Haxby Shed and Odd Jobs and Stickers 12. I haven't done one of these for a while, so I'll just explain. The format is, I'll just show you 3 odd jobs, just random nothing jobs really. And then we'll go on to look at 2 channels and their stickers, both from the States. So let's have a look at the odd jobs first, then we'll look at the stickers. Here's an odd job. I'm just changing the Argon bottle on my TIG welder. Now it's an odd job because actually when I took the old bottle off I found out that it was kinking the pipe look. As that comes out of there, the bottle comes to here. I can pull the welder forward a bit, but not far enough to be sure to be clearing this. So I've had to buy a 90-degree bend. That was about £8 UK, so maybe $10 US. Put that on there and that will clear it. But it's another £8 that I, didn't expect to spend, but there you go. I've bent this old bicycle spanner at the end there, and I can just get it down the back of that big nut, because this is the gas valve directly, and this is a 22mm spanner, so it'd be the easiest thing ever to wind this off. But getting your spanner on is not easy. I think that's it. 19 in my left and 22 on my right. That's just the whole valve wiggling. Well, whoopee-doo, I can hear it leaking. So I've just got this in my ear and I'm just sniffing with this tube. And I can tell it's just there. So it's where this 90-degree goes onto the valve. And the valve's delicate, I dare over tighten it. You're not supposed to put anything on the joint. But I'll figure something out off camera and you get the idea anyway. I was just looking at the gauge on this. I fixed the leak by the way, and it's showing about 190 bar. Now I thought I'd bought 200 bar, but actually it's 200 bar at 15 degrees C, and I've just looked up, I think it's Boyle's law, P1 over T1 equals P2 over V2, where your temperature is in Kelvin. So it's about 2 degrees Celsius in here. So that's 275 Kelvin, isn't it? Divided by 15 degrees Celsius, which is 288, times 200 bar, 191 actually, if we're being picky. So that looks alright. So by the time that gets to 15 degrees C, it should be 200 bar. There's a refresher for me. So that's good then. I'm just round at our daughter's. They've just had a new boiler fitted. The hot water tank's been removed, but they've been left with this. So I'm just making a board to drop down onto there. So this is the board. I've just marked out the outline. I'll cut that and then I'll use a jigsaw to cut the shapes out to drop that into the cupboard. It's about a half-hour job, I guess. Right, that's cut out. Now let's see if it fits. What are you measuring? Nothing.
Fits out to make it go around the pipes.
Well, believe me or not, that drops straight in. Just check it, will you? Is it okay? Are you doing it in inches or millimetres?
Inches.
Inches, that's good. You're a superstar then. I think that'll do really. I was going to screw it down, but I just don't think there's any need, to be honest.
Right,
Is it good enough?
23
23?
inches.
23 inches? Good. Is it good enough then? Does it pass the inspection? Good. Here's an odd job. This is a car front wheel alignment tracking gauge that I made about 40 years ago for my Minis. And over the years, as cars have got wider, I've had to extend it. So I put this tube on with this screw here so I could extend the width. And just recently we were checking the tracking on my car and it was still not wide enough. So I had to cut a piece off there. But I'm going to modify it now. So I'm going to weld that back onto there I'm going to cut this somewhere around here and move this post further out here. Now you might think that something like this can't possibly be accurate enough for tracking a car. And you'd think, well, it'll wobble on the floor, and how would it make it repeatable? But believe me, it works, and I'll explain. Now with this gauge, we can get the tracking within 0.5 millimetre from the back side to the front side of the rim. And the rims on my car are 480 millimetres across. And doing a bit of basic maths with some trig, don't bother trying to read this, but you can see there's the two wheels. The wheel alignment angle on my car has a tolerance of 10 minutes of arc, which is 1/6 of a degree. And I worked out that 1/6 of a degree over this distance from the centre to the edge, which is 240 millimetres, is represented by 0.5 millimetre at this point, or 1 millimetre across the width of the wheel. Well, we can get to within 0.5 millimetre with this gauge, repeatable as many times as we like. So over the years, it's saved us a great deal of money. Set up, but it was fiddly. Remember to purge it. I suppose if this was MIG, I could do it in seconds. But this is good practice. Now that fits our widest car, and it's another odd job done. Well, I hope you enjoyed the odd jobs. Random nothing jobs, really. Life's full of them, isn't it? So the first channel I want to talk about, from Ohio, is AWD-JR, which I guess is AWD Junior. It's Al's channel. He specialises in welding. So we'll have a look at a bit of his channel on this clipboard.
I want to build this shaft up. Now that I know it is a low alloy steel, I have to preheat it. Okay. And another problem is, whatever you weld, whatever your build-up welding material is, if it's a mild steel filler rod, like ER70S for TIG, or ER70S wire for MIG, or 7018 for stick, or any of the stick mild steel electrodes, you will get dilution of this material, and it'll constantly pick up in the bead. And the bead, no matter how many layers of bead you put on here, it's going to harden up. And then when you try to machine it, you won't be able to machine it. Once I start welding on the end, the rest of it will, the arc will heat the rest of it the rest of the way. Mainly just don't want to start on something below 300 degrees on the end here. Okay, we got a clean center. That hardened up quite a bit from the welding. See, I knew that was a hardenable machine, a hardenable steel like 4340, 4140.
I hope you enjoyed that sampler of Al's channel. Now the second channel we'll be looking at is Kimber Zellick. Now I've featured Kimber's channel before, but last time I didn't have his genuine sticker. I made a copy and taped it on the door. But this is now the genuine sticker, but he's also sent me a present. So I'll show you a little bit of his channel again, and then we'll have a look at what's in this box that's arrived. It actually arrived a few weeks ago. I just haven't had a chance to show it because I've been doing the mill series.
Hey guys, Kimber Zellick here. You're looking at the backside of the apron on the Pratt & Whitney Model B 12x30 lathe. It's a rare sight. Once it is, before it is installed, there's a plate that covers all this up. You wouldn't have any chance of seeing back there anyway. These are the two clutches for your travel. This is your lateral, your carriage travel, and this is your power cross slide travel. If you watch that, as that screw comes out, you'll see that cone sucked in. And it's sucked in very tight. Back out, back in. Disengaging, engaging.
We're going to have a look at this box that Kimber's sent us. All right? So he sent it to me quite some weeks ago now, but I couldn't do anything with it because I was doing the milling machine series and I wanted to get to the end of that before we did it. Okay, so shall we have a look and see what's in it?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right then. So, this box here, I'll explain. This box, it says, do you see what it says on the outside? I can tell you actually. It says Starrett. Starrett. So, in America, Starrett is a big brand for really high quality tools. So already he sent me this box. It's like a memory box, for engineer's memory box, yeah? And he's wrapped things up in this newspaper, right? And some people will recognise this. It's cut. Can you read what it says on there? Oh, sorry.
Harbour Freight.
Harbour Freight. Harbour Freight. So in America, lots of people buy tools from Harbour Freight. Okay? So even this is like a memory. So we've got lots of stickers from Kimber. So you can have a Kimber Zelic sticker if you want one. Yeah? So he's got there, you can see he's got a big moustache. Right. Okay. So let's see what we've got. So this, he sent me this. Now what do you think this is?
Salmon? Glasses thing? I don't know.
Yes, a glasses thing. So I think that this, he didn't explain what it was, but I think this is for cleaning your sunglasses. And it's because it's a long way from the camera, I'll just explain. It says Minkle, I think, M-A-N-C-L. And you see those two characters there? Yeah, those two Chinese characters. I think they say celebrity or maybe famous. That's what those two characters say. So I'll try and hold it up to the camera, but I'm sure you won't be able to read that. It's too far away, isn't it? Anyway, so that's one thing. And then we've got a bit more of this Harbour Freight newspaper. So what do you think this is?
Sandpaper.
Yes. It's oh look, you see, it's, my fingers are leaving a mark on it. So this is what engineers use for cleaning up, shining up steel or something like that. Yeah, if you're going to try to get some rust off it. So we might call it emery paper. Yeah, feel how rough it is. Ah! And we've got more Harbour Freight magazine. So you see all the tools that we've got here. Yeah. So huge parking lot sale.
Parking lot sale.
Huge parking lot sale, so you can see all the things you can buy. Yeah? Are you still interested? You've got to be interested in this.
The pen.
There's some stickers from another channel, Kiger Machine. I haven't come across that channel, but look, you see. Yeah? And then there's a pen. Yeah, you can have it if you want it. There's a no. Let me explain what the pen is, right? So this pen, do you know what it says on it?
Delphi.
Delphi. Okay, so Kimber explained to me that Delphi was a big manufacturer of parts for cars, and particularly starter motors, he said. Yeah?
I've actually heard of that.
You've heard of it?
Yeah.
Delphi, right. Well, there might have been a computer company called Delphi as well, if I remember correctly. But anyway, so that's a memento pen. They were a big manufacturer, he told me, in Dayton, Ohio. Okay, the city of Dayton, he said. But I'm sure they were elsewhere. Okay, see what else we've got. Now, I don't know what this is. I don't know, Kimber, what this is. I know it's
That looks like flint and steel.
it's a saw. It's what?
Flint and steel.
Flint and steel.
I don't know why. I just
This is like a
remember
rubber edge, but you'll have to tell me. Somebody, viewers, you'll have to tell me what this is for, because I don't know. So we've got this. What's that?
On and off switch.
An on and off switch, but more than just an ordinary on and off switch, because look, it also lights up.
Does it light up?
Well, it will do when it's connected up, right?
Alright.
So I don't know how many volts it is. Let's have a look. Can't tell from this how many volts. I'm guessing. 250 volts AC. That'll do. We can use that here. Okay, so that's a on-off switch for something.
Looks like a watch.
What have you got there? Ah, now we'll have a look. Tell me what that is then. Pick it up. Touch it. What do you think that is?
A watch.
It's what's called a dial test gauge, and it's for tiny, tiny, tiny measurements. So you see in there on that gauge, can you read? It's in millimeters. Can you read what that says?
What, 0.002 millimeters?
0.002 millimeters. Oh, you missed clicky. Yeah. So that little, if I press that lever there, look, can you see it spin around? Hang on, if I get it the right way. Is it spinning? There we go. And so every division is 0.2 hundredths of a millimeter. So every division is a fifth of a hundredth of a millimeter. Yeah? Don't do that. Right, but in here we've got another one. Now this lever goes up and down here like that. It moves so fast. And this one,
0.001?
yes, it is 0.001 millimeters, and that's millimeters as well. So this is twice as accurate as this one. So that every division is a thousandth of a millimeter. Every division. So you can see it barely moves it, and it flicks round so fast. Yeah. So thank you, Kimber, for those. So then we're left with this big package. So you do want to open the big package? Sorry, I keep putting my hand on my microphone, so it'll probably be noisy. So, yeah, well, keep going. What do you think they are?
Screw?
Keep going. Open it up. Open it. It should open for you, because you've opened it upside down, right?
Oh, right. Okay.
So what do you think those are?
Screws. To go on a screwdriver. Go in a car.
How about drills for making holes?
Drills for making holes.
Drills for making holes?
Yeah. 1/16.
Oh,
they can come out.
Yeah, they do come out. So 1/16 is the smallest one, isn't it? So 1/16 of what? I'm going to have to hurry you. Phone a friend. 1/16 of something. 1/16 of an elephant?
1/16 of a...
Of a what? An inch. 1/16 of an inch. So what's the biggest one?
1/4.
1/4 of what?
An inch.
An inch. Yeah, that's right. Because some people work in inches and some people work in millimeters, don't they? So looking at these drills, I think they're ground. I can't be sure. But because they're a very nice looking drill, and they've got split points. So split point means they're ground twice on this front edge. So those, I think they're ground drills.
Looks like a bow.
Yes, it does look like a bow on the end there. So you can use them on metal, on plastic, on whatever else, okay?
But how does it do that?
Well, you turn it. You put it into a drill. Oh, hang on. Just a minute. There's a bit of a trick here. I think they're left hand. Can you see? Because normally when you drill, you turn it that way. But that would rub. So these are left. I think, Kimber, you've sent me left-handed drills. Is that right? Am I losing my mind?
I don't know. Granddaddy,
I think they're left-handed drills.
Is this my right hand?
That's your right hand, yeah. Yeah, that's your right hand. Right, so what do you think, girls? They were pretty good presents, those, weren't they?
Left hand.
That's her left hand.
That.
Yeah, that's her left hand, yeah. Sorry, did I say the other one?
Yeah.
So anyway, to finish, because we have to finish, won't we? Oh, well, we've got, yeah, well, Kimber sent me one more sticker, which is Knox Machining, right? Well, we've got Knox Machining sticker already, haven't we? It's already on the door.
Is it?
Yeah. Billy at Knox Machining. Yeah. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, because you've helped me in such a big way, I'm going to present you with a Kimber Zellick sticker. And would you like a Kimber Zellick sticker with your head towards the camera, maybe, not the back of your head? Would you like a Kimber Zellick sticker? And what do we say?
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And thank you for watching Hagsby Shed. Give them a wave. Bye-bye. We've educated another generation. Thank you, Kimber. Bye-bye. Right, we'll get this temporary one off, Kimber, and put the proper one on. I couldn't get the back off this, you know. You don't have easy peel on it. So I had to get my wife to do it. Try and get it straight and round. There we are. That's better. And now Al's sticker, which also doesn't have easy peel. Wife, I managed it on my own. I must be growing up. There we are. So, there you go, Al. Sorry it took so long. Well, they look good, don't they? I'd be delighted to have your sticker on my door, and if you fancy one of my stickers, drop me an email to this address and I'll send one to you anywhere in the world, whether you've got a channel or not. Thanks for watching. So you're wearing Kimber's sticker, right? Yeah? So you want to get what, did you say? Say it now.
You want to get a moustache?
You want to get a moustache?
No.
Like Kimber?
No. Yeah.